Hello everyone. It is very nice to see you all in the beginning of this year. Today we have another collaboration between myself and Maria, and we are going to present to you a new webinar. So let me just tell again a little bit about myself. My name is Dina, and I'm the key account manager for a few countries like Kazakhstan, Georgia, Bulgaria, Netherlands, and some others. And I have here Maria. She is from the technical department, and she is going to give us in-depth information about this amazing, interesting program that is called IFC Builder. So the name of this webinar, it is IFC Builder's latest enhancements and new interface. So I really was looking forward to today to present this this interesting program. So I really like using it myself. So can you tell us, Maria, actually, I know it's free. So how do you so anybody can actually just go online and download it, right?
Of course. I'll show you now.
Okay, great. So
the first thing, of course, is go to BIMserver.center. Okay. Let's type it in our favorite browser, and we are in BIMserver.center. Okay. And then we have to access the store. Okay. If we, for example, we are looking for IFC Builder, the main software of today's webinar. Here,
yes,
is what we have to do is to click in download. Okay.
Oh, great, great. Okay. So I guess by end of webinar, everyone can actually download it, maybe faster, right?
Yeah, in fact, yes, it could be a great idea if everybody has the software installed as we are doing the webinar, so they can try the different options, you know. In fact, maybe some people might be registered already. If they are not, I'll just give you I'll give you the steps to do that, okay? The only thing you have to do is to click here in where it says register here, and give the name, email, and password for the BIMserver.center account. Of course, the process of registering in BIMserver.center is totally free as well, okay? Once you have this, once you have been registered in the platform, you will be able to have your own account, as I do myself. Here, I'm in my account. Now you can see that I'm using my own user. So I can have access to the store in the same way. And when I click here, in the name of the software, I can click in download. Right case, we are in the version E. If we click, it automatically downloads the exe file. So I would just have to click there in the downloads. Say yes, you got to allow the installation. You can choose the language. In this case, I'm going to choose English, of course. I'm going to download.
And so how long does it take to download it?
It depends on your connection. In my case, it has been seconds. And now I'm in the process of installing. So, yes, I don't.
Quick, yeah.
Yes, really, it is.
All right, wow.
Now the program is launching. Yes, so if I invite everybody to do this, so maybe you can follow my steps better if you have the software installed, okay? And you can have access to the different examples, all right? I'm going to open one file, but you could open any example, all right?
Okay. You have already an example here, right?
Yes, this is a file that has been completed. Okay, so with this example, I can start with the first step of today's webinar, which was to explain the new features of the software because it has been improved, and would like to show this new enhancements of the software. Okay, so
okay.
I start with that?
Of course, yes. Can you tell us about the toolbar, because I think there was some new things with that.
Exactly. If you see now, it's a very simple interface with only one here. There are no tabs anymore. It's only one single menu. So here with the ribbon, you can have access to the different parts of the software, the project, the floor groups options, the architecture elements, spaces, groups of spaces, nearby buildings and other obstacles, and the edit options, and of course the analyze or the result options.
It's very easy, actually, isn't it?
Yes, I think so, because only one in a glance you see everything, and then there are some options that have drop-down menus. For example, the point cloud option or the walls and partition option. As you see, it's in this way, so you always can see the rest of the options. Nothing is hidden.
Right. Okay. Yes. And the thermal breaks as well. Do they have the drop down menu?
Oh yes.
The thermal, yeah, as well. Okay.
That's it. That's it. But this option now has this way of being in, as I said, everything is inside all the time. And in fact, talking about this, well, another part that is now like more accessible is the import IFC option here. Okay, at any point, you see, for example, now this file is completed, but I can still import an IFC at this point.
All right.
Yes.
And when can you import the IFC file? Like at any time, or?
At any time, really. I can do that at the beginning when I do a new file. If I do a new, imagine I'm going to do a new file, I can say that I have an empty job, which means that I'm going to use templates, or I can say that I want the automatic entry. So I can choose the IFC I want to use as template, or, and this is the enhancement, is that now at any point, even when I have already started the file in IFC Builder, I can always import a new IFC to the file.
Maria, can you show how do you do this? How do you import the IFC? Is it possible?
Yes. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, because look, I'll do a file from the beginning. Okay. It was a new file. I'm going to save it in a folder for today's. Let's say from IFC. I'm going to do that. Save, accept, and I'm going to say that I'm going to choose the automatic entry. Let's select the IFC that I have that was created with another tool. You see, I'm importing the IFC.
The process of importing is not long as well. It will be quick too, right?
Yes, depending on the size of the file. But you will see that this is quite a large building and still is fast.
All right. And what do you like? Like, I know there is also the Cype architecture and there is IFC Builder. Like, thinking about those two programs, like, what is the difference actually? Are they same, or what? Like, can you give like more information about this?
Both softwares are modelers. If one interesting point about IFC Builder is that it generates automatically the analytical model. So it can be used directly with other software such as energy analysis or acoustic analysis tools. This is one of the spots. Well, now we are in the wizard, okay? This wizard is reading the constructive elements from the IFC and is asking me about the conversion here. You see that is seeing that this is the script. I can see highlighted. Okay, I'm seeing reading all the elements with the reference and the thickness. So you see the intermediate floor slabs here. I can, if I see that something is not okay, I can change it at any point. Okay, but so far everything is okay. This is a roof, that's fine. Now I can see that, or you can see that we are reading the vertical elements, the walls and partitions. So you see that we are reading a basement wall, we are reading another basement wall, partitions.
So it has been already imported, right?
This is what I'm doing now. I'm mapping, you know, like first I read the IFC, and now I'm doing the mapping between the elements in the IFC and the elements that in IFC Builder. You will see that this is going to be created in the IFC Builder. We need another step, which is to read the windows. Okay, and then if I click in Finish, something, you see that I'm reading the levels.
Right, yes, of course.
Here, the program asks me if I want to read the drawing templates or not. I don't need templates this time, so I say no. And now I have this in my, this is the complete building that has been read from the IFC. If you see, you can see here the 3D.
Yes.
Okay. Of course, I mean, we can see here the complete 3D view if we want.
Where is the button that changes from 2D to 3D view? Can you tell me where is it?
Yes, of course. On the one hand, because here when we are in the work area, this is a 2D projection of the different levels. Okay, from here I can move to different groups or levels with in the 2D projection. But here, and this is a new thing or a new enhancement of the software. Here I have always now the 3D view. In fact, I could. This is a bit by default with these sites, but I could, for example, you see that there's options, work area, and 3D view. I could click in here and make the 3D view bigger. So now, like in parallel, I can see the 3D and the 2D representation of what I'm doing. Okay, imagine that I could draw anything, for example, another partition here. And can you see that at the same time I'm seeing the 3D representation of that, okay?
That's fantastic. I like it. Wow.
I think it's quite handy. So, but one thing is this, that I can have always this at the same time, this representation. And as well, there's this option, 3D view, that is in order to see only for one floor or the floor where I am, or for the total building, the 3D representation. This is something that I also find useful. Okay, so there are many ways of seeing the 3D. Okay, but of course, well, but this is this is what we have imported by selecting import an IFC at the beginning, or we could do that at any point and importing. Okay, and I'd like to point out that this is a file, or these elements are can be edited like this, move, deleted, or anything. These are elements that now are from IFC Builder. In fact, it's normal that there are some things to move or to change. In fact, with this file, I can see that in the basement too, there's some problems. The program is letting me know with this error message. So I have to go to that group and see what happens. Let me just go back to the, let's cancel and go back to this file where I was now. Okay. The other option is that at any point, I could decide with a file that I have already begun, I could click in import IFC and then import an IFC that I have here. And okay, so at there's this flexibility of in which
that's
point
great. So,
with,
yeah, you can do it at any point, at any moment. Yes.
That's it. Or even update. It could be one, maybe I started with an IFC and this file has changed. So I can import again and continue. So that's it gives me more flexibility. Let's cancel because I prefer for today to stay with this file, okay? But
all right, of course, I like it. Okay, and what are the other new features of this IFC Builder? Like, what's about the library menu? Like,
okay, let's go back to the library part because I think it's quite an interesting feature because look, if I want to know, for example, in this file, how many partitions I have, how many types of partitions I have, there's one option which is go to edit one partition, and see here in the menu the list of partitions that I have used in the file. In this case, I have 3 types. This could be done individually for each of the things, okay? For example, for the floor slabs, I could go to floor slab, edit this one, and see that I have one type of script. Okay, this could be done individually. But when we are working in a file, I think it can be very helpful to have the whole view of this, of all the constructive elements I have used in the file. And this is thanks to the library button. And in fact, so now I'll show you this. Libraries, and it's in the left for a reason, like because it could be very important, and I will probably go back to that part many times. From here, from project libraries, I have the whole picture of the project. And by clicking in the different items, I can see how many types of scripts I have, how many types of intermediate floor slabs, flat roofs, tile roofs, external walls. Again, I come here to the partitions. Okay, so I have everything in only thanks to this window. I can let me close the libraries window now. Okay, and here, yeah. Okay, what else would you like to see?
No, I will ask you. The thing that I wanted for you to show how to do how to create a new library element. Can you do it?
Oh yeah, sure. Yes, if you want to create a new element, you can go to the libraries button. For example, let's say that I want to create an external wall. I can click on the add option, and from here, I could create an external wall in a simplified input, which means that I'm going to give only the thickness. Let's say that this is the wall 2. In this case, let's say that this is going to be 0.5 meters, and it could be a party wall in this case, for example. Okay, this could be one option. So here it is, and now it's available for me for any point in the project. The other option, which is a new feature of the software, is that now I can create as a construction system. And this means that it's not only an element with thickness, it will be an element that has real layers. So it will
have another new feature?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. The new feature of defining construction systems. So I can have the properties of the materials where I'm defining the construction systems. So, for example, for the facade, I could say add, and now I have access here you see this is well, let's say I think I say wall 2. Now I can create the different layers. If I press in plus, I could create by myself the different materials, saying that if it's solid, air cavity, or vapor barrier. I could find the property, lets me say the thickness, density, and other properties depending on what I'm doing. Okay, if it's for acoustics, I could give these properties. If it's only for thermal analysis, I would be interested in the thermal parameters, of course, okay, in different ways. I could do this, or I could have access to the different by default values that we have here. For example, we have representative materials from the ASHRAE handbook. So I could create, for example, here you see masonry examples of bricks. So I could select this layer for the brick. And here is for me. Okay, so that could be this is how to create a one layer by layer. And also it's also possible, let me accept. Now I'm going to copy. So I'm going to starting from this, but instead of creating layer by layer, what I'm going to do now is to select a complete system. So a complete solution. Okay, I haven't downloaded any catalog. No, it's not a problem. Okay. In this case, I would need to download first a catalog. Okay. I could download a catalog from this run, for example. So now it's possible to use these solutions. Okay. Okay. What else do we have here? Well, okay, I can accept now. Okay, and of course change the reference. I cannot name all the options. Wall 2. Let's say that is wall 3. Accept and accept. So this is now if these two options are new. Now I can define constructive systems from here, and if you see, this has another layout, very graphical, so I can see the constructive elements that I have defined, and here, okay, I can. This means that they have been defined layer by layer, like with really real materials. In this case, the only thing that has been defined like that are the walls. Okay. Again, I have different options to do that, and the program, for example, yes, here you see, you could even create the values with these options of thermal insulation or give the absorbance. If we are going to work with acoustics, we have this option here to give the acoustic performance of the element and so on. Okay, so it's, I think, quite flexible. But again, it's optional. Some users might prefer to give only the basic properties and then continue with the energy analysis or the acoustic analysis and do that in this software. So it's up to you, okay, depending on if the modeler is the person in charge of the rest of the analysis or not. One option or the other could be better. Between them is that IFC Builder produces an IFC that is an analytical model. This means that this file can be read automatically by energy analysis software or acoustic analysis software. It has directly the edges, surfaces, and everything, and adjacencies. So it's more direct.
That's great. Fantastic. Yes.
Here you can see that it generates. I'm going to click in Analyze in IFC Builder, and if I click in results and show edges, can you see that we are generating all the edges in the file So this will make easier to generate the thermal bridges or to analyze the thermal bridges in other software such as Sether Loads or Sether E+. Okay, and so that's a quite important feature that this program has.
Okay.
In fact, maybe I could show you how to generate the IFC from IFC Builder.
Great, please, if you can. Yeah, great,
okay,
great.
Because what we have now at this point is that well, I have this finished file in IFC Builder, which is its own extension CBIM. Okay, this is saved in my computer. And now I'm going to show you briefly my account in BIMserver.center. Now we are working in this project. I know that because it's what appears here. Okay, if I have a file, in IFC Builder. All right, here I see my name, my user in BIMserver.center, and here is the project to which I'm linked. Okay, if it's a bit small because I have a small monitor, okay, but it's normally more legible. If any case, in case of doubt, if we click in update, you can see it as well, okay? Here is the name of the project. Okay, let me cancel this because it's already updated. Okay, so I'm in this project. If I go to the platform, this is the name of the project. But if we go to the contributions, okay, this is the exportation from IFC Builder. I'm going to just show for if anybody is not familiar with the process. The next step is to share. Okay, what you have to do in order to generate this IFC, so the rest of the people could continue with the project, is to click here in share. So you click here and give it a name. I gave the name of today's IFC Builder, so that's why I can accept it, and I can do it again. It's very fast. It's not a problem to do it again. Okay, so the process is that I have the file in IFC Builder. If I share, then if we go to the platform, here we will have let me update, okay, a few seconds ago. Now, if I come here, I have one of the elements or one of the files I have is the IFC. This IFC can be downloaded, but and the most important thing, it is the beginning of a project. Then I can continue with other softwares and read this analytical model. So it is the first step. Okay. From here, I have generated the IFC that will be the beginning, and then I could continue with any of our solutions. In my case, I would choose, for example,
actually, I wanted to ask you about the thermal breaks because it's a new feature as well. If you can tell me more about that.
Sure. Yes, of course. Look here. This is the option in architecture. We have this option, thermal breaks. And well, let me go, for example, to the floor one. Imagine that I want to create a thermal break in one of the floor slabs. I want to put more here so it's more convenient for me. I can be like that. With the F4 in the keyboard, I'm going to make the template invisible. Okay, so now I can be more with this part. And okay, what I'm going to do now is to insert a thermal break. Okay, this is here in architecture, thermal break. Now the only thing visible is new. I cannot do anything with it because there are no thermal breaks in this file. Now I'm going to do a new one. New. Let's say it could be a construction system. This is a a new feature, okay? Or it could be the simplified input. I go for it this time. Thermal break 1. Imagine that this is the case. Accept and accept. And now I can draw the thermal break in the file. I will do like this, and here it is. So it's as simple as that. Then if for any reason I think, well, something is, I want to edit because the value is not okay, or if I want to move it, of course I could do that. As any other element, okay, you see that it has another, graphically you can see that this is here, and of course you could always delete it by button, and that's it. Okay, so that's
great. Yeah, well, interesting. Yeah. Well, we actually don't have a lot of time. Maybe we can show some examples before we finish today.
Okay, I'd like to, something that a lot of people ask me, especially in one-to-one demos, is how to start from the beginning. Okay, so
yes,
I could do a little example from the beginning, so everybody sees how easy and quick it can be. Okay,
please.
Please let me know. If we don't have time, just let me know.
Yeah, we have some time. Yes, no problem. I think we have a little bit of time, so please show it. Yeah.
Okay, so thank you. Imagine that, okay, we're here. We're going to do a new file from the beginning, from scratch, okay? Let's do new file, new. I'm going to save it in a folder in my computer. Let's say that it's from template, okay? Let's do a file from the template. Save, accept. It's going to be an empty job. Here we can say how many levels we have. Let's say, well, let's do the typical cube house. So it has the ground floor, the roof, and another extra floor. I click here, okay, in new floor. Let's accept. The program asks me if I want to enter the template. I want to say no, because I'd like to show people how is the interface when we have nothing at all, okay? This is the beginning. When the work area is empty, we haven't inserted anything at all. At this point, I could start drawing, no problem. Look, first, it's important to know where we are. Here on this part, we see in which floor we are. Now we are in the ground floor. We could move very easily.
Yes.
Okay. So, for example, being here in the ground floor, I could start drawing a wall. I can come here to wall, external wall, and create, let's say, the simplify input, wall 1. Set, and I could start drawing. Let's say that I'm going to use the orthogonality button. Here it is, okay? I have created this thing, like that. But normally, we prefer to have at least a template, okay? This is how usually it works. So how to import the template?
Okay, how do you do it?
One of the number one question, what it is and how to. This is here, and this will be useful for a lot of software, not only for IFC Builder, okay? The part of the templates. We come here to edit templates, plus button to add, and here we can select the templates we want to use in different formats. In this case, it's DXF. It could be DWG or other formats. Let's accept. And now that we have these files, the next step is to link this to the different floors. So what I mean with this is, if I go to group views, I have to say that when I'm in the ground floor, I want to see the template, especially for the ground floor. Now the symbol has changed. Now I have this yellow symbol. This is linked. For the floor 1, I want this for the first floor, and for the roof, this. And now I accept, and automatically, when I move to the different floors, I can see this template that will help me know what I'm do much faster and with the help of even snapping the different elements. In fact, I have by default a activated the object snap. This is a good option to use. But if I want to use, if I want to draw using the template, I need to activate also the template object snap. Okay, this one is for the Cype elements. Okay, so from one wall to the other wall, or from the floor slab and the wall, and this one is for the template. So let's click here and activate the object snaps. I'm going to accept here, and now I'm going to start drawing. Let's start with the and partition. Always left, my advice, from left to right. This is how the developers have think about the software. So let's follow this tip. Walls and partitions, external wall, one, and now look at this. This is important. Here it says how the wall is going to be created. From the red line represents what I'm going to draw. So I'm choosing this. So the wall will grow on like this in that direction. Okay, it's better seeing that explaining. This is like that. If I choose in the middle, it could be like this, and if I choose this one, it could be above. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to choose this because I have the two options. Let me. You see that now I'm snapping. So here, I'm snapping this option. That, and like that. Here it is. By the way, I'm thinking now that while I'm drawing this, I'm thinking that I actually have the floor slab inside part, and if I want to do it better for the analysis, thermal analysis, I prefer in the middle. So I could do many things. I could adjust if I want. I could click it adjust, and with this now it's inside, and I can move.
Right, I see.
Here. This is only to show you the flexibility, okay? Of course, I could do it in another way. Delete it and draw it again, okay? But just to show you more or less the options that the program has, okay? I could do like this. And then how can I do the script? And now I'm going to use the references of the wall. I'm going to go to floor slabs, script, create very fast and one type of script. And now I'm going to use here it is. Okay, so here I have the
perfect. Perfect.
Okay. And I could create the walls and partitions. Partition one. In this case, this has the line. Okay, maybe it's too. Let's leave this maybe 1:15 is better. Like that. I'm going to select in the middle, the line in the middle, because I have this. So I will share with the two spaces. Let's select ortho. Here it is. So now it's like that. And now I could create one space. Let's say that I have this new space. Space one. I only need to click once inside. And of this type, of the type S1, I'm going to create one and the second one. So here I am. Here I have these two types, these two references for the same type of space. And then I could say, I think that here, I think that what I want to do is copy. Because I don't think we have a lot of time now.
No, I think that's it. Yeah, we actually have to finish. Yeah,
yes?
That's it.
Okay, so I'm going to copy from the ground floor everything. Let's say that, okay? And copy everything. And the change I want to make, okay, because look, now I see an error in ground floor. What happens here? Okay, A space cannot be defined beneath a raised floor slab or ground slab. Of course, I cannot have a screed and then another screed in the floor one, okay? This is the kind of thing I like saying, I like showing, because then you see that this is an analysis tool. This is not only drawing. The program has this intelligence and is thinking, this doesn't make sense. One screed and then another screed. In the floor one, what I should have is an intermediate floor slab. So I'm going to edit this and change from screed to the intermediate floor slab. I don't have any type of this, so I should create it. I'm going to accept, and here it is. So now if I analyze, the problem is solved. Okay.
Great. Yeah, fantastic. Yes.
Maybe here I'm going to say that, well, this is the space 3, and let's change the reference. Okay, so now I have the 4 spaces, and then just because I'd like to finish this
the project, yeah, the model.
Let's put a roof, okay? Let's put a roof to this building. There are many ways of doing this. I could copy again, use these options, but I think it will be just faster to click in flat roof and create a flat roof one. If you see, I can capture what is underneath. So I'm using this reference, so now I have the complete model, okay? So here it is. Of course, I could put the windows and everything, okay? It's just an example. But I'm ready to
yes,
connect to a project by updating and then share to the class. That's it.
Yes, yeah, well, great. So I actually think that everyone already have IFC Builder installed on their computer. So it's we would actually like to hear the feedback later about how everyone testing it. Yes. So yes, after the webinar, please don't hesitate reaching out to us. Well, and now we have to say goodbye. Yes, so this program, IFC Builder, is actually so quick and easy, and I really enjoyed the presentation, and it's very friendly, user-friendly one.
I think it is. And well, now the challenge to the users is to try to do something themselves. Here, I mean, the bar is high, because you see that some users have already done these contributions. Here in the contribution gallery, you can see examples of users that have
used the IFC Builder. Yes, great.
So you get an idea, okay, of the capabilities or what you can do with this. So now the challenge is there.
All right. Well, anyway, thanks everyone, and have a really nice rest of the day. Thank you, Maria. So see you again. Bye-bye. Take care.
Okay. Thank you very much for attending this webinar, everybody. See you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you.